Welcome back to our Union campaign, everybody. We're here, of course, with the Federals, trying to defend these two forts, guys. These two supply depots, I should say. And we're supposed to be receiving some reinforcements, but I don't know how long it's going to take those reinforcements to arrive. I have sort of a good idea of where the enemy will be arriving from, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be arriving from behind us here. At least some of them are, so I'm going to send some of our men there, Loomis, etc. And there's actually a target range back here behind our actual resource depot, which is funny. But I'm going to try to send Loomis into the woods. Go ahead and repel any Confederate attacks. And guys, we have to hold both depots, not just one. So we're really going to have to try and hold this entire position. There, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Sure enough, there are Confederates on the way. So it's Law and Ransom. And I'm actually going to try to get Loomis in the woods over here. I'm going to move this infantry unit up a little bit. And I kind of want to move Edwin in. We could move Edwin in just to go ahead and fire some volley fire at the enemy there. Last thing we need is the enemy firing pot shots at our skirmishers, but at least our skirmishers will be able to spot them coming in. And then I'm going to move these guys that way. So as you guys can see, they're going to have wood cover, and they'll be able to target any of the enemy units approaching our fine fort. We've also got some skirmishers over here just to watch the enemies approaching. Hoorah, boys, hoorah! I'm going to send the skirmishers forward just a little bit. In fact, let me send the skirmishers in the woods where the rest of our guys are. Enemy Confederate sighted with more batteries. Sure enough, look at that, guys. Wow, they broke right across with our skirmishers. They said we were going to be able to actually delay the Confederates with their skirmishers. No way. In fact, I'm pretty sure these skirmishers are going to get taken out. Get one shot and try to get the hell out of here, but it looks like Barlow is going to melee us. Not much we can do about that. Okay, so the enemy... Oh, nice, guys. We actually managed to get Latimer to pull back one of the cannon units. One of the artillery units. So maybe if we stay in this area, we can mess with some of their artillery. Very nice. Open fire. That's what I'm talking about. Loomis. Nice. You got a nice shot on Ransom. Got a pigeon here on my shoulder. He's my secondary general. Okay. Pulling back with the skirmishers, of course. And it definitely looks like the enemy's got no lack of cavalry units. I'm not sure what they're going to really do with them because they're trying to take on forts, but if Edwin gets caught out here with one of these cavalry units, he's going to be in trouble for sure. So let me go ahead and see if we can get a shot off on Law. Just a nice quick shot, and then get the hell back out of here. Don't forget, guys, these guys in the fort can also fire. And in fact, they're reloading right now. I don't know why Whitehead is getting so close. It's not going to be good for him. Look at that. Absolutely taking a bunch of his men down. We've got our general in the center, and I want to see over here, really allowing the enemy to have a false sense of superiority and move forward just a little bit. But I might move Loomis up just to the tree line. In fact, I might even run with him to get there. So I have no idea if the enemy is going to begin firing before or after we get to the tree line. So there we go, Ransom. We might be able to hit the Ransom in the flank. Come on, boys. Come on. You can do it. Still can't see him, and I'm not sure if that's because of the trees. It probably is. There we go. Alright, guys, I think we're ready to fire. Beautiful. Ransom getting a nice shot. We're going to also hit him with the skirmishers. And here we go. Walker has arrived. So some of the 1st Confederate infantry have arrived. And actually, it's probably not a bad idea for us to bring Walton over here to face him, now that we know that he is going to be a problem. We're going to have Walton deal with Law. And I might send the skirmishers through as well. Can we send Loomis through? As long as that there's not another Confederate unit here, I don't mind going through and hitting Law. So Ransom has moved back a bit. Why not? Let's take that advantage. Colonel Reed Edwin is wounded. God damn it, that quickly? Oh, fair enough. He is one of the cavalry colonels. I'm going to go ahead and hit Law with him as well. Flanking shot, although I would much prefer this flanking shot when we're in the woods. Looks like we don't have an option. We're going to have to go ahead and expel a volley. Fair enough. It's going to hit Law pretty damn hard, just like a sack of bricks. And let's move right up there to the woods, right next to them. I hope we don't get into close combat with them, but if we do, I think we can handle ourselves. The fort seems to be able to hold back Walker pretty damn well, guys. Come on, boys. Show no mercy. These damn Federals can't let him get any farther. Let's go ahead and move Agrippa back up here. Oh, shit. Definitely going to move Agrippa back up there, as well as our supplies. Look at that. So already we're dealing with some issues. Hoping to get the supply wagon out there, but of course one of our resource depots here is going to start opening fire on Bartow. And remember, this is the campaign, guys, so we want to try and save as many of our men as possible. I don't want to lose entire groups of our army. Come on, this way, Agrippa. I'm also going to send the cavalry. Maybe send the cavalry down to fire on Bartow. But as you can see, he's getting hit pretty damn hard, guys, from both sides. And look at this. Just in time, we got some reinforcements. The reinforcements are arriving, so we're going to be able to send them to help secure the supply depot. But actually, Bartow being in between the two forts is not doing him any favors. He's still taking some really, really serious hits. Open fire, man. Nice. Look at that. I'm even tempted to charge. Raise your Colts. Fire. Beautiful. And there we go. He is running. Walker's going to try and take on the fort, guys. He's going to go for a fort charge. Unbelievable. I'm going to have to respond with the cavalry, so I'm going to charge with them as well. Let's take a look at our reinforcements and send them into the fight. Right now, there's not too many. Of course, this is early on in our Union campaign, so we can't expect to be given the best of the best yet. That takes time. We got a lot of enemy cavalry. I told you guys, they're all over the place. And there we go. It looks like Walker's going to run, so I can stop chasing him. I'm just going to focus fire on the enemy cavalry units. Alright. We do want to get off this hill eventually. We've got Loomis in such a nice position, and he seems to be targeting Loomis anyway, so that's why the tactical advantage of being off the hill is not so important. In other words, getting into cover is not so important, because we're not being targeted, but obviously we should get into cover. I'm just so close to taking the law out. Come on, Walton. Ready to fire. Give him a volley. Now they're turning towards us since we're getting very close. This is where things could get dangerous. Beautiful. Look at that. Give us another volley, Walton. Last thing we need is to lose your skill in this battle. Law should break very soon. Flanking fire. And they're definitely getting that woods cover, else they'd be taking a lot more damage than that, guys. Got Walker over here, too. I'm going to bring Edwin back. He did us a pretty good job, so did a pretty good job for us. Watch vocabulary, Agrippa. And I definitely want to get these cannons into a nice location. So look at that. We actually have B and Evans now. And it looks like they're being joined by one of the cavalry units. Now I'm going to send Woods over here on this rocky outcropping. And I'm going to do the same with Scales. I hope this is good enough for now, because we're really responding just to this first fort with this unit. What are they going to do when they see Hodgkin? They're going to be a little confused. Man, get Law to fall back. You can see he's lost so many men already, but he's got a brave unit, I'll tell you that much. I really want to send some reinforcements to him, or some assistance, but it doesn't look like he even damn wants it. He's not even interested in any assistance. I can hold it on my own, General. But yeah, we might have to go ahead and charge. In fact, since it's a flank, it is an uphill charge, so I don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to try. Skirmishers fire again. Nice. One more volley from our soldiers before the charge arrives. And actually, now they're really in the open. Can I stop? I think it's a bit too late to stop the charge. No, we're good. Nice. So I can stop and start firing that volley right in their face. That's what I really wanted to do. Led here by Loomis. Come on, guys. That's got to be a devastating volley. We're like feet away from them. Boom! Oh, yeah. That was devastating. And we may be able to turn our attention to Ransom without even having to do a charge. Look over here. Edwin, fire on Walker. Just trying to regain some of that morale as well. Ooh, Edwin's going to take some nasty shots. And look at that. Large part of the army there So we are going to advance. Of course, we're advancing on open fields, but we're still getting some great shots with this artillery. That's going to provide a lot of covering fire, and we still have the fort. Remember, the name of the battle is to hold the fort. That is the important part here. Open fire on Evans. Hodgson. Nice. He's not even facing us. He's going to face us now, though. And sure enough, guys, Law finally ran away. We'll turn Loomis's attention on Ransom here in the woods. And I guess we can move Walton to deal with Daniel. We could also move Walton back, but for now, he's holding this northern flank, and I'm not going to get him out of this position. I'm actually probably going to focus my attention on Ransom with both units, and then turn my attention to Daniel. Maybe even come down on a flanking attack when we get to that point. There we go. They're going to try another attack, guys. Walker's men. And who knows, eventually they may manage to break through. Don't let them into the defenses, boys. Good shooting. So there we go. Walker's going to run. He tried to make it into the fort, but he just wasn't going to make it. And it looks like Hodgson has actually made Evans a little concerned. However, they've got 2 units now facing us. If they start firing, we're certainly going to be in some trouble. Although we have greatly disadvantaged their units. And I'm just going to keep that up. Hodgson. Get in the woods cover. At least he's going to get some woods cover here. 24%. Nice. Look at that. I think Evans is going to take off very soon, guys. Then, of course, we're just dealing with Bartow, but let's look at the north. All right. It's your turn to shine, Walton. Charge. These guys have had enough after their last charge. They're not going to really be up for one, and in case it fails, I want to have a plan B. There we go, guys. Bayonets out, ready to fight. And of course, in the woods, you can imagine bayonet combat is that much more vicious. Don't know if the enemy's behind a tree. Who knows? You just better have your rifle ready, your bayonet at the ready, and get ready for some serious shit. In this case, I kind of think we may have to charge, because, yeah, Ransom's putting up a good fight. I'm going to charge with Loomis. Reinforcements have arrived, boys. Fear not. And now Ransom's taking some serious hits. I think this is the only way we're going to get him to run off the field. Remember, he had that woods cover for a tremendous amount of time. And even now, his numbers are not going down as quickly as I'd like them to. Why are you firing into your own men, Daniel, crazy bastard? We've done that plenty of times. And there we go. We have taken the enemy prisoner. So Ransom is now our prisoner, guys, and of course now, as you can see, look at that. All our attention is turned towards Daniel. We also have a great position in the woods. We're definitely going to exploit that. All right, Bartow has pulled back, just as I imagined, and it looks like they're at our camp. I've got pictures of my wife at that camp, you bastards. Let's go ahead and fire on Evans, because I don't think Bartow's going to be an issue at all. In fact, we could take a pot shot at Johnston. Let's try. I don't think I've ever taken a pot shot at a general before. Boom! Get him to pull back. And look at that, he's already taken some serious hits from the artillery. I think this positioning for the artillery is perfect. This tiny rock outcropping is awesome for seeing the rest of the field. All right, there we go. He's gone. He's off the battle. Now, of course, we didn't kill him because he's a major general. The other generals can get killed or wounded. The major generals, I think they just leave. That's going to be a major morale drop to the enemy. So there we go. Keep firing, boys. Hodgson is doing an amazing job. 331 kills, 41 deaths. Pretty good for Civil War standards, guys, all things considered. Now, I'm going to send Walton on this side of the woods. I'm going to keep Loomis here so we can hit the enemy from 2 locations if it comes to that. I wonder if Evans gets any cover in this position. Nice! He's getting shot at by Richard as well, and there we go. He's going to pull back. I'd like to get one more volley. Come on, Hodgson. Indulge us. Wonderful. And it looks like they're reforming anyway. They're just falling back a little bit. There we go. Never mind. No, they're getting the hell out of here. We're going to go ahead and assist against B. Hodgson's going to have a full barrage here once we get into position. Here we go. Let's aim at B. Hodgson. Let him have it. Alright, Woods is getting low on ammo, guys. We're going to get that ammo truck, cart, supply thing, etc. over here ASAP. That's what we're going to do. So I don't see any reps. I think they may have left the area. I'm going to send our scouts or skirmishers through to check the woods. But yeah, ransom is ours. So a lot of people mentioned what to do with this. We could double-quick march him over here into the fort. I'm going to keep him right here for now. I think that our men can more or less watch him. And there we go. B is out of here. Get out of here, B. And I'll send Hodgson over here into these woods just to kind of await orders. We could even move our cannons up right here in the center. This way we can respond to multiple different units if need be. Get them in there, Manson. Get those boys some supplies. I know we're getting shot at by artillery. I can't spot it yet, but eventually we may be able to see it. Look at all those Confederate dead, by the way. We truly created a Confederate massacre. It looks like Evans is coming back for more. How his commander was able to rally that unit is beyond me, but kudos. Really huge kudos. So these guys will respond if necessary, and I think Walton is necessary right now. Daniel is over here, probably getting ready for the attack, but we'll have Walton assist with Evans here. You know, his condition is 0, despite being in the woods. Well, he did all that fighting in the woods, so actually that explains it. All that fighting in the woods, all that close hand-to-hand combat, totally drove his condition all the way down. Let's get a volley here on Evans. In fact, we could switch out Richards and put Walton in the fort, which is probably not a bad idea. Prepare to fire. Volley fire. I just prefer this view, by the way, or the top-down. I kind of like the top-down more, but some people prefer this side view. So we'll do it for, I guess we'll switch it throughout the battle. But I'd love to hear your opinion on that. Fire, Walton. Cracking shot, and that's also the downhill bonus, guys, as well as them being out in the open. Yeah, they took a nasty hit there. B's getting the hell out of here, too. Our cannons are set up and preparing to even fire at Evans. I think these guys are in some trouble, but I'm going to keep sending the skirmishers through the woods because I want to see if the enemy has any hidden units. We'll even move Loomis forward a bit. In fact, I am going to start moving that enemy unit double quick this way. You guys better run unless you want to get shot. I'm going to have them run this way near the fort. It would be annoying, though, if they suddenly got saved by the fort. Then the enemy would have a huge amount of Confederate soldiers there. Something to keep in mind. We may have spotted some enemy supplies. Taking out enemy supplies is also a great idea in this game. Stopping them from being able to resupply on ammunition, etc. We're going to send Walton into the woods. Ooh, now thanks to the wood cover, that volley barely damaged us. But the same may be true for that supply wagon. No, we managed to do some damage. I think we took a spoke off or a wheel. 90 to 80, not bad. We got to keep it up. Walton, you can get a flanking shot here. You might as well take it. I would have him in the woods, guys, but with this kind of flanking shot, there's no need for that. So we're going to keep moving through the woods. Fire on Daniel. Oh, it's beautiful. Skirmishers. He's going to let loose another volley here. Nice. Daniel's out of here. He's not even in our hair anymore, and now the supplies are down to 70. No need to stop firing. In fact, I'm going to keep moving through these woods. What about down here? I see a unit. I think it's Bartow. Yep. He's still around? How is that possible? Well, we've definitely taught the Confederates a lesson. Unless they have reinforcements on the way, we have managed to stop these without much difficulty at all. Yeah, Bartow's going to get out of here. We're going to follow him into the woods. Now, obviously, if necessary, if we suddenly got attacked by a huge Confederate force, we can pull these guys back pretty quickly. Supply wagon's nearly destroyed. And it looks like all they've got here is B. In fact, I'm going to keep this guy right here, keep Walton on top of the woods. And indeed, our Confederate prisoners are right over here. And we killed their commander, apparently. Ransom. Even in the woods, Bartow looks like he's about to break. Hodgson, stand your ground, boy. This kind of wilderness combat is the kind I absolutely hate, because even with a full volley, you're not getting many kills. You guys can see there we only hit about 6 guys, so it can be, well, I guess for the men, it's probably terrifying, but you're technically a little safer. Unless, of course, you've got artillery splitting through the trees. I know that was an issue during the Battle of the Wilderness. If an artillery shell or, a cannon shell hits a tree and that tree splinters, those splinters become like thousands of deadly little projectiles. So it's pretty nasty out here, obviously. But I think if you're just facing an infantry unit and you're lucky enough to have a lot of tree cover, you might get lucky and not get shot temporarily. Bartow's taking hardly any hits. In fact, we're going to charge with Hodgson. His condition is fine. I think he deserves a good old victory charge, just like Chamberlain's charge down the hill. Bayonets! For liberty! Look at that. Bartow's already taken some serious hits. Imagine if we could take another unit prisoner this battle. That would be awesome. And it looks like the enemy has finally presented their artillery, or maybe we've just finally seen it. I'm going to send our skirmishers to fire on them. But it looks like our arty has already spotted them. Look at that. Definitely some artillery wars going on there. And yes, they're in trouble. I don't even see a retreating unit. Did we wipe them all out? Maybe. We may have also just totally routed their unit. And at this point, they're running away. Alright, let's bring Hodgson back up this way. Sort of flank the enemy cannons. Skirmishers are taking some heavy shots. Damn. What is going on here, guys? Do you see the... Oh, the freaking melee combat is continuing. I did not realize we had 399 men. Alright, Loomis, get your ass over here. The skirmishers are in trouble. Unless Walton can come and save them. See, that's what I hate about troops that you think are going to surrender, and then they don't. This is why I still keep shooting even when somebody turns their back. If the enemy turns their back towards us, you got to keep firing. They're going to come back later, especially if they're Confederates. They're very stubborn, so I always keep firing. And in this case, it cost us a skirmisher unit, which we're going to have to use money and, of course, replacements to purchase and build up. Nice. At least we found him. A bit too late to do anything for the skirmishers, but Daniel is going to be in a world of shit here as he's facing Walton. And I want to get right up close and personal with him. If you wanted to retreat, you could have done that. Going to get a nice volley here on our boys. Stand fast, boys. Also getting some treatment from Loomis there. And there we go. Oh, nobody likes that. I could charge if I wanted to, but at 40%, I'd much rather just pepper this guy with bullets. Nice. All the way down to 281, and that will drop further. I'm looking down at the mini-map to see if I see anything else. I don't really see much else going on. We are taking out the enemy artillery, of course, so I will keep that up. Sometimes you don't have to charge the artillery. Initially, I thought that was the case. Look at that, they've dropped their cannons. That you would have to charge the artillery in this game. But really, gunfire is enough. As long as you can get a few nice volleys off on an artillery unit, good chance that they're going to run away like these guys were doing and leave their cannons behind. And since we're in the campaign, who gets those cannons? We get those cannons. That's right. That's the beautiful part of this right now. Alright, we've held both supply depots. By all intents and purposes, this is a victory. Alright, guys, at this point, just taking a look at the battlefield. The forts are held. I don't know if the enemy's going to return with any more men, so just to be sure, I'll send Loomis over here. If you guys notice, I've got this on fast forward, and I believe we can finish. I believe that is a victory. There we go, guys. It is a victory. The distress call. As you can see, it looks like we lost 1,507 men. The Confederacy losing 3,686 men. Pretty nasty. And I think that's not a bad job at all. Let's take a look at our officers. Unfortunately, Robert Ransom did die, but Bobby Woods, Walton, and Loomis have all been promoted, and you guys saw Loomis and Walton doing pretty great jobs anyway, as well as Woods. And we also took some stuff, as well as those cannons. We took 3 of those cannons, a 6-pounder wired, but we also took a lot of Springfield rifles, and we really need those. These are our main rifle, the main armament of our army, and it's going to be very helpful in the future upcoming parts of the campaign. So let's go ahead and hit OK. See what's up next. So our battle reward, nice. We got a battle reward, guys. 696 prisoners exchanged for 1,000 additional recruits. That's always a bonus. We also increased our reputation here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to our units, and we are going to refill them. We've got to make sure that we've got enough recruits in each unit to withstand enemy attacks. And up here, this is the amount of recruits we have, 4,883. We've also got limited funds, so we've got to be quite careful here. But we could also upgrade the kind of guns that our unit is using. For now, I'm not going to do that. I've actually got a 2nd division going on over here, so I want to build up that 2nd division, if I can. So we're going to go ahead and apply. So let's go ahead. Remember, we lost that skirmisher unit, so I'm going to get some skirmishers in here. It's going to be led by a captain here. Take a look at him in a bit. We're having an issue creating this. I wonder why. We don't have enough hunter rifles. So let's see if we have any of the other rifles. Maybe we have a Sharps Model 1855. This is really more useful for a cavalry unit, but it's going to work. So we'll take the Sharps Model 1885, and it's still a pretty good shot. The reloading's great on it, so we're going to have very fast skirmishers in terms of their firepower. Now let's also go ahead and get another infantry brigade. Accept. Excellent, guys. So at this point, it's all about unlocking more stuff. So we go to our career. We do want to unlock, some army organization, because that's going to give us more areas to build units. We've got a lot of economy, a lot in economy. I want to put some into politics. So maybe it's time to forward our political influence. We get +5 gold and recruits per battle. That's definitely going to be useful. So we will apply. Unfortunately, that guy's wounded until the next battle, and we're going to head back here. Got a tremendous amount of weapons here that we can add to our existing army. We get an infantry brigade, and I think we can afford it. Look at that, guys. We certainly can. Create. At this point, we could create another division, of course, but I think this is enough for now. I can't be 100% certain that's the case, or a new corps in any case. I think we're going to have to unlock more stuff in the next battle. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to keep seeing battles, let me know in the comments down below, and we will get to part 3 of our campaign. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will, of course, first we need to increase the supply wagon. That's right. I think that should be enough. And we're going to take a look at the battles map, and it looks like the next battle is going to be the Battle of First Bull Run as the Union. Oh, God. Oh, this can't be good. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to tune in, hit that like button, subscribe, share, and have an awesome, awesome day.